All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Michael Davis. You're here in first appearance court. You're all here because you've been arrested, and under the laws of the state of Florida, you have the right to see a neutral judge within 24 hours of your arrest. Today is not your trial. I'm not going to be deciding guilt or innocence today. What I will decide is whether or not there was probable cause to arrest you, and if so, I'll set a reasonable bond in your case if it's applicable under the law. Now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you. So don't talk about the facts of your case today. What I will ask you to talk about are things like your community ties, your family ties, and your ability to post a monetary bond. You have the right to counsel to an attorney. If you've hired a private attorney and they're not here, please let me know and I will try to contact them on your behalf. You also may utilize the public defender's office. There's a representative there with you in the main jail and one here with me in my courtroom. We're going to start with Ashley Davis.
Judge, she's here, President Maine. Come on up, Miss Davis.
All right. Good morning, Miss Davis. You're charged. Good morning. Good morning, or good afternoon, rather. You're charged with domestic violence battery, and I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Does she have any priors?
Your Honor, I'm showing no Broward priors.
All right. Anything from the victim advocate?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Davis, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on this charge. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim. You're not going to call, text, write, or try to find him on social media. You're going to stay at least 500 feet away. Do you understand that?
I do.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Queen Brown?
Miss Queen Brown, come on up, please. She's here, President Maine, Judge.
All righty, Miss Brown, you're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Victim advocate, have you contacted the victim?
I spoke to him, but he didn't have anything to say, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Linder?
The only thing I'm showing, Your Honor, one moment. She had an arrest last year for domestic violence battery against a different alleged victim, and it was dropped.
Okay, Mr. Romero?
Judge, Miss Brown is 49 years old. She's been residing in our community her whole life. She is employed. She works at Broward General as a secretary. She's been doing that for the past 9 years. She makes $17.84 an hour. She's a registered voter. Financially, she has no money in the bank, no property. If Your Honor does order no contact, she does have a separate place to live, separate and apart from the alleged victim. Judge, she does have 2 children that reside with her, a 19 and a 5-year-old. And I just want to point out the probable cause affidavit did say that the victim did not want to prosecute. We'd ask you to impose a reasonable bond as to Miss Brown.
All right, Ms. Brown, I'm going to set a $1,000 bond in this case. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, good luck
Thank
to
you.
No, they should have them over there.
LaShonda Cummings.
She's coming up, Judge.
Sure. Ms. Cummings, good afternoon. You're charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I'm going to find probable cause for those offenses, ma'am. Advocate, have you had any contact with either victim?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Linder, any priors?
2015, resisting without violence, an arrest for battery in 06 that was dropped, theft 04, strong arm robbery 03 with a violation of probation, a year and a day state prison, an arrest for aggravated assault in 02 that was dropped, theft 02, end of record, Judge.
All righty. Mr. Romero?
Judge, as Ms. Cummings, she's been residing in South Florida for 20 years. She is employed. She works at the Chipotle restaurant at Sawgrass. She's been working there for about 5 months. She makes $8.75 an hour. Financially, she has no money in the bank, no property. She does have a separate place to live, separate and apart from the alleged victim. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond.
All right, Ms. Cummings, it's going to be a $2,500 bond on count 1 and $2,500 in count 2. You're to have no contact with either of these victims, ma'am. Do not call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. Do you understand? Good luck.
Thank you.
Gregory Jones.
Mr. Gregory Jones, come on up, please.
How you doing, sir?
All right, I'm doing well, Mr. Jones. How are you?
I'm all right.
All righty. Sir, you've been charged with domestic violence battery and possession of cannabis. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Advocate, any contact with the victim?
I had contact. He had nothing to say, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Linder, any priors?
2010, burglary of a conveyance and grand theft, 14-month state prison. 2001, aggravated battery of a pregnant victim. 2000, battery. 1998, 2 counts of battery. 1994, resisting with violence, 13 months state prison. 1991, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, 5-year state prison under the name Larry Johnson. 1990, 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting without violence, disorderly conduct, 5-year state prison on a VOP. Resisting without violence, 1991, end of record, Judge.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, in speaking with Mr. Jones, he's been residing in our community his whole life. He's 45 years old. He is working. He works for a moving company. He's been working for the same moving company for 16 years. He makes approximately $1,200 a month. Financially, has no money in the bank, no property. My understanding of the alleged victim is brother. He lives separate and apart from the alleged brother. Judge, we'd be actually to impose a reasonable bond as to Mr. Jones.
All right, Mr. Jones, I'm going to set a $1,500 bond on count 1. There's no monetary charge on count 2, sir. You're to have no contact with your brother. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. Stay 500 feet away at least. Do you understand that?
I understand.
All right. Good luck to you. Aaron Rule.
Mr. Aaron Roll. Judge, also, as far as these next couple of people, they just brought up the in custody, so I haven't had an opportunity to speak to them. You may inquire.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Roll. Hey, you're charged.
How you doing?
You're charged. I'm doing well. You're charged with domestic assault. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Let me ask the victim advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Linder, any priors, please?
2013, possession of a counterfeit controlled substance.
Okay. Mr. Roll, how long have you lived here in South Florida, sir?
6 years.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Scuba diver and boat captain.
You're a scuba diving captain?
And scuba diver and a boat captain.
Scuba diving and boat captain. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How much are you paid on average per month to do that, to do those jobs?
On average, it's been kind of slow. It's a slow season, about 1,500.
Okay. All right. So about $1,500 a month?
Yes, sir. And
All
I
right,
do take care of my only child, my daughter. She's 2 years old.
Okay. Do you have any money in the bank or in any kind of savings?
No, sir.
Do you own any property, like a
No,
boat
sir.
or a car, house?
Yes, sir. I own a car.
Okay. What kind of car?
Infinity.
What year is it?
G35. 2003.
2003. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you own your home or do you own the boat that you work on?
No, I'm renting a room where I'm staying.
All right. And how much is your monthly rent?
About 600.
Okay. All right.
Everything included.
All right. I'm going to set a $5,000 bond on count 1, and I'm going to order that you surrender any firearms, ammunition, or weapons within 24 hours of your release. You can do that to the local police department. This is a Hollywood. You can do this. You can do that to Hollywood Police Department.
Well, Your Honor, I think it's a question of where he lives, I think.
Oh,
So I'm showing Miami Gardens address.
Miami Gardens.
If you want, court might want to inquire.
Oh, I see. All right. You live in Miami Gardens, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you can surrender those to the Miami Gardens Police Department. I know they have their own law enforcement, and they'll give you a receipt. Do you have a concealed weapons license?
No, sir.
Okay. You're also going to have no contact with the alleged victim. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media until further order of the court. While the case is pending, you're also going to be forbidden from applying for a concealed weapons permit. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Roll.
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Christian Gonzalez, come on up. Mr. Gonzalez, English, Spanish, or both? English. Okay, no problem. Come on up, please.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez, good afternoon. You're charged with domestic violence battery, and I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Linder, any priors?
I'm not showing anything. Does pretrial have any?
All right. Violent? Don't say them out loud, just... Okay. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Romero? Oh, you didn't have a chance to speak with him?
10 seconds.
Take your time.
That was Mr. Gonzalez, right?
Correct.
Okay, so-
Judge, thanks for giving me that opportunity and speaking
Sure.
to Mr. Gonzalez. He's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He is 18 years old. He's currently works in landscaping. He makes about $90 a day. Financially, has no money in the bank, no property. He does live with the alleged victim, but I did tell him about the no contact order. He will be living separate and apart. He will live with his parents who reside in Hollywood. Judge, we'd ask you to impose a reasonable bond, and also we'd ask you to sign a photo order photographing Mr. Gonzalez's injuries.
All right, we'll sign that photo order. I'm going to set a $2,500 bond in this case, sir. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. Javier Morales.
Mr. Morales, English, Espanol, or los dos? English. English. Okay, perfect. Mr. Morales is here, present.
All right, Mr. Morales, you've been charged with domestic battery. I'm going to find a probable cause for that offense. Let me ask the victim advocate, have you had contact with this victim?
I did. She had nothing to say, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Linder, any priors, please?
No, Your Honor. I don't have anything. I don't know. Does pretrial have anything?
Hospital call in New York. I'll double check this.
Okay, thank you.
New York, assault, cause injury, physical, disposition unknown. And New York, additional release out of for parole for that charge. That was 2016, June 30th, 2016. Is for additional release. Is that.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morales, what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a handyman, sir,
A handyman, okay. How long have you been doing that?
for about four months.
And how long have you lived here in South Florida?
For about 7 months.
must be done already, that other lady coming.
He's convicted of manslaughter, convicted of cause of the death. And that's what he went to prison on in New York.
That's what he's on parole on.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't say that.
Recklessly caused death, okay. Okay,
I apologize.
all right. Do you have any family that lives down here in South Florida?
Yes, sir.
All right, who's
My
that?
sister, my brother, my mother, all my family lives here in Florida.
All right, and would you be able to stay with one of them when you bond out of jail?
Yes, sir. And I got family support in South Carolina as well.
All right. Now, I have to be honest with you in all candor. I don't know legally, and you'll speak to the public defender, I don't know what, if any, effect this charge might have on your parole in New York. But you can speak with the public defender about it, and they may be able to contact New York for you. All right. I'm going to set a $7,500 bond. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim in the case. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. What I'll do is I'll appoint the public defender's office in this case so that perhaps they can get a jump on anything that might be coming out of New York. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Morales. Karis Williams.
That's no problem.
All right.
And
That's the case you gave me.
yes, Your Honor.
It is, okay. All right. Mr. Williams, I was just given some information by the state attorney's office and a supplemental report. I know that the public defender was given it as well. So I'm just going to need a few minutes to take a look at this. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
If you are uncomfortable, if you want to sit down, that's okay with me. Or if you want to stand at the podium, that's okay too.
Yes, sir. I'm all right.
All righty.
She's charged with battery.
He charged with felony battery, but because the violence was high level, and he's got a prior. He was convicted of. He had a battery against her last year when he pled. She had broken ribs. She had significant injuries. That's why he's about $20,000. $20,000 the first time he came through the crib. Kicking her in the head. can read it when it's done if you want. It's hard to do that because you have to show you an intent to kill her. That's hard to show that there's an intent to
Okay.
kill someone in the head. That's not a precedent.
Brian, you've had time,
That's
Mr.
not a
Reed,
precedent.
you've had time to read the supplemental report?
That's
All right,
not,
very
that's not a
good.
precedent.
All right, Mr. Williams, you're being held on a felony warrant. It's count 5. This charge is felony battery with a prior conviction. I'm going to find
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find probable cause for that offense after reading the supplemental report that I was provided.
And, Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
The state would agree, and just so the court's aware, when Mr. Williams' case first came through, he was charged with the kidnapping was originally a felony battery due to priors. The court set a $20,000 bond. We have upfiled that to kidnapping based on the additional reports that came in the statement that we took since his original first appearance. And it is based on the information contained therein in those documents. Your Honor, the state would agree there is probable cause for kidnapping. The state would also argue that should the court, if the court were to determine to make a finding today that the evidence for first appearance purposes would satisfy and support a finding of proof evident or presumption great, we're asking to have Mr. Williams held no bond on the kidnapping. I would advise the court, Your Honor set a $20,000 bond on the felony battery. The prior, and it's as charged in the information, the prior battery that supports the felony battery due to prior conviction was a battery committed last year against Ms. Wells, the same alleged victim. I'll leave in the court's discretion. You did set a bond the first time at $20,000, but
I just have one procedural question.
Sure, yes, Judge.
First I didn't know where you were going. Now I do. On the clerk's information sheet, we're only here dealing with the capias. On the booking sheet, it has the change of charge.
yeah, here's what happened, Judge. You see, as you can see, the first time he came through, there were 2 counts. There was a felony battery. What we did was, there's no rhyme or reason. We changed the charge to the felony battery that you set the $20,000 bond on to kidnapping, and we add charged the felony battery due to prior. The second count of battery that he came through originally, we separated that and filed it under a new case number.
Okay. So now there's 2 separate case numbers.
But for today's purposes, it's just this one case number: the change of charge to kidnapping and the add charge of felony battery prior conviction.
All right. Now I have one other question.
Yes, of course.
And maybe I missed it. Are you seeking to foreclose bond on the kidnapping, or you said you were leaving it in the court's discretion?
No, Your Honor. We are seeking a foreclosed bond on the kidnapping charge.
Okay, got it. All right. So, Mr. Reedy.
Well, Judge, as you know, I'm going to be objecting to the court finding proof evident presumption great based on a probable cause affidavit, police report, and I do have a copy of the victim statement as well. However, it is our position that this is not the time and place for the determination to be made as to whether or not Mr. Williams should be held no bond. That should be done at a hearing in front of his division judge. So we do object.
All right, I'm going off the record for a minute. Mr. Williams, I'm just going to give the public defender a moment. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the case for a moment. Mr. Reedy has to review something in your case. I'm going to call you right back, okay? So go ahead and have a seat. You'll be back in just a few moments.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I'll do the main stuff in the main jail.
Judge, we have Miss Jennifer Canhos here present at Main, Judge.
And you know what? I'm sorry. I have the Spanish interpreter here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Up for
Have a seat. We're going to recall.
Do you know what
Español?
case is in Spanish? Okay.
Español? Habla Español?
I got one at Conti, Your Honor.
Nobody here at Main, Judge.
Conti facility need a Spanish interpreter?
Yes. Tiberius on Portuguese on the second look.
Tiberius on the second look. Okay. Thank you.
Nobody needed North Broward, Your Honor.
This is Victor Tabaris.
Señor.
All right. All right, Mr. Interpreter, let me have you raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability? I do. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Tabaris. You've been in custody for 4 days.
Se lleva 4 días en custodia.
You were charged with driving under the influence,
Se le entabló un cargo de manejar bajo los efectos,
driving under the influence with damage to property,
manejar bajo los efectos con daño a la propiedad,
and driving under the influence with a breath alcohol of above 0.15.
y de haber conducido bajo los efectos con un nivel de alcoholemia más alto de 0.15.
Now, pre-trial release has been now been verified.
¿Ha sido verificado él?
No, he's not.
No.
This is Mr. Tabaris. Yeah, Victor.
Oh, okay.
All right, I have to look at his case. Just give me one moment.
Okay.
All right, so he saw Judge Singal the other day.
Acabo de ver al juez Singal el otro día.
No paperwork? Do you have priors for him, Mr. Luder, or no priors?
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't have. He doesn't have Broward priors. I know that.
No, I have the PC here. Thank you. Sir, let me ask you, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
Señor, le quiero preguntar, ¿cuánto tiempo lleva viviendo aquí en el sur de la Florida?
Voy para 6 años, 5 años y medio.
¿Perdón?
5 años y medio.
5.5 years.
Okay, what do you do for a living, for work?
¿Cómo se gana la vida? ¿Cómo trabaja?
Trabajo en remodelaciones.
I work in remodeling.
Okay, how much money a month are you paid for that?
¿Cuánto le pagan mensualmente por eso?
Eso depende de lo que... Depende de si hay mucho trabajo, eso, por ahí de hasta $2,000.
It depends if there's a lot of work or not, but around $2,000.
Okay. Do you own any property, like a car or a home?
¿Usted es dueño de alguna propiedad, como un carro o un hogar?
No.
Who do you live with, sir?
¿Con quién vive, señor?
Vivo con mi mamá, mis hermanos.
I live with my mom and my brother.
Here in Broward?
In Broward.
No, North Miami.
North Miami.
All right. Mr. Tabaris, here's what I'm going to do.
De acuerdo, señor Tavares. Eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Okay.
Filled out pre-trial, but no strings yet.
All right.
Get a field request this morning.
Okay. I'm going to release you from jail on pre-trial release conditions.
Le voy a dejar salir de la cárcel bajo las condiciones de servicios ante juicio.
So you're not going to have to pay that money bond.
Que no tendrá que pagar la fianza monetaria.
But you are going to have to report to pre-trial on Monday morning.
Pero sí que tendrá que reportarse al departamento de servicios ante juicio.
You're also going
to
have to submit to a drug and alcohol evaluation with them.
También tendrá que ponerse a prueba de alcohol y drogas con eso.
Do you understand?
¿Entiende eso?
¿Me puede decir los dos últimos pasos, por favor?
Can you tell me the last two cases, please?
Repetir los dos últimos pasos, no le entendí bien.
Can you tell me the last two steps, please? I didn't understand that.
Okay, I'll repeat the whole thing.
Te repetiré todo.
You're going to be on pretrial release.
Usted saldrá bajo los servicios ante juicio.
You're going to have to report to their offices here in Fort Lauderdale on Monday morning.
El lunes por la mañana usted tendrá que reportarse a la oficina de ellos que queda aquí en Fort Lauderdale.
I'm also
Okay.
going to require that they conduct a substance abuse evaluation on you.
También voy a pedir de que ellos realicen una evaluación de abuso de drogas y alcohol.
And that you're going to have
Okay.
to follow all recommendations.
Usted tendría que seguir cualquier recomendación que ellos establezcan.
You're not allowed to drink alcohol.
No se le permite beber alcohol.
You're not allowed to use any controlled substances.
No se le permite usar ninguna sustancia ilícita.
Do you understand that?
¿Entiende usted
Ya.
eso?
Sí, todo bien.
Yes, all it's fine.
All right, sir. So you will be released today and you will see pretrial Monday morning. You have to get there. Do you understand that?
De acuerdo, usted saldrá
Ya.
hoy y el lunes por la mañana usted tendrá que ir a ver a los servicios ante juicio y tendrá que ser usted quien vaya. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
De acuerdo, buena suerte, señor.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else for the Spanish interpreter while we have him here?
Not at Maine, Judge.
All right. Let me go back to North Broward for a moment. Karis Williams.
I'm waiting for Ms. Gerald to
sorry,
email
sorry.
me some direction.
I understand. All right. So I'm sorry. So we're going to wait a few minutes for Mr. Williams. Okay.
Have your excuse, Your Honor.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, folks. What case are you waiting on? Oh, no. I don't think it didn't make the docket yet, right?
Yeah, we're getting, the clerk's office is getting the paperwork together, so we
All
can
right.
proceed. Your
All
Honor.
right. Let me know. All right. Just give us a few minutes.
No, this
No.
is Judge Davis' division. He was just covering yesterday.
It's, ma'am, everything's fine.
All right. Sure. Sally Digrolota.
North Broward.
All right, Ms. Digrolota, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, driving under the influence with damage to property, and driving a vehicle without lights at night. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. All right. Does she have any priors?
I'm not showing anything on the broad, no, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reedy.
I did not get a chance to talk to her. If you want to do an inquiry, that's fine. She has a $500 bond, if I'm not mistaken. Can you make a $500 bond, ma'am?
It's a $1,500.
Was it $1,500?
Yeah, because it's
The property
DUI
damage on it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll count two, however, and now she's got a $500 bond. Ma'am, it's going to be a $500 total bond. Do you understand that? Are you going to be able to make that bond?
Not right now. I can't get in touch with anybody. My phone is in my belongings.
Do you have any numbers for anybody I can call for you?
No, I don't have the technology. Everything's in my contacts and my cell phone.
Who do you live with, Miss Digrolota?
With my daughter in Miami. But I'm in Pompano on the weekends.
Got it. No, I shouldn't have any priors. I'm just looking at this again. So you live down in Miami, you said?
During the week, yes.
During the
for
week.
5 days.
You come up to Pompano, you said, you come up on Friday?
Like Thursday or Friday, depending
or
on
Friday.
how the kids are doing at school.
I'm going back and forth between a straight up ROR and pretrial. I'm going to do pretrial, just looking at these facts and the breath alcohol. Ma'am, I'm going to release you to the custody of pretrial release. You're going to be released today without having to pay a money bond, but you're going to have to report to pretrial release on Monday morning, and you're going to have to do a drug and alcohol evaluation with them, okay?
Okay, where would this be?
It's here in Fort Lauderdale, downtown, right across the street from the main courthouse.
Okay.
They're going to give you
Thank you.
directions. The deputy there will give you directions, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, best of luck to you. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right. Jennifer Canos?
Ms. Canos is here present, main judge.
All righty.
When you have an opportunity, I have information to share, Judge.
All right, sure, go ahead.
Judge, in speaking with Ms. Canos, she's been residing in South Florida for the past 3 years. She's currently employed. She works at Emerald Pub. She's been working there since November. She's currently living with her father in Davie. Her father is 60 years old, Judge. She's also currently going to school at Broward College. She's studying film. She's a sophomore with a 3.0 GPA. She's a registered voter here in South Florida. Judge, we'd be asking you to consider an ROR on Ms. Canos' behalf if state can verify that this is her first exposure here in Broward County.
I'm not showing anything. I don't have an objection to an ROR,
All right.
Judge.
I'm going to release you on your recognizance, ma'am. You're going to have to come back and face this charge on another date. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Renee Keys. Oh, this,
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
private, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, this is a municipal ordinance. 40A. All right, so that's for Mr. Shade. And another one for Mr. Shade.
Renee Case? Oh, she's at...
I'm just going to give Mr. Shade a quick text. What he'll do is he'll stand in on those pro bono. Yeah, I know. That's Stanley Hughes. Yeah, he does Hallandale.
They're not going to get you until the player gets.
Okay, William McKay. All right, Mr. McKay, were you?
That's my paperwork.
You're charged.
Judge, Mr. McKay informed me that he potentially has already posted his bond.
You know who posted, guys? All righty.
It was through, like, Western Union or something. She sent it in.
Oh, she sent it in? Where does she live?
She lives in Davie.
Oh, in Davie? Okay. They're looking at it right now.
Tanya took my paperwork.
All right, doesn't look like it was posted yet, but it sounds like he was in touch with the bonds person. So you're charged with petty theft, driving the suspended license, having an attached registration or license plate not assigned, and failing to register your vehicle. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. There's no monetary charge on 1, 3, and 4. Count 2 is a $100 bond, sir. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All righty. Carlos Pinto.
Mr. Pinto, come on up, please.
All right, Mr. Pinto, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, driving under the influence with a breath alcohol above 0.15, and disobeying a stop or yield sign. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. All right, does he have any priors, please?
I'm not showing anything.
All right, Mr. Pinto, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on these charges, sir. You're going to have to come back on another date and answer for the charges. They'll send you a court date in the mail, okay?
Thank you
so much, sir.
Good
I
luck.
appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Joshua Boyer.
Mr. Boyer, come on up.
Boyer, case
8. All right. You need a minute?
Mr. Boyer believes that someone posted his bond.
Looks like his bond was posted. Sir, I'm going to find
Beautiful.
probable cause for the offenses. Your bond was posted, sir. It's $500.
You'll be leaving.
Good luck. Joshua Eloy.
Mr. Joshua.
Looks like he bonded
Joshua
as well.
Eloy? Oh, he bonded as well? Joshua Eloy bonded? Joshua Eloy. On page 10. I don't know if he did or not.
They're telling me that it posted.
He's not here, so I'm assuming he did then.
Okay, all right. Fine, probable
Thank you.
We have the paperwork now.
Oh, Adelson. Okay, all right, great. Oh, we can call that one up now. Okay, here we go. Daniel Adelson.
I mean, I hope they have him there.
Oh, did they call it? Did they call the street up to bring him up?
Probably not, because he's not on the docket. We're gonna need no.
Oh, I assumed that you. No, it's not. The
Yeah, and it's. I apologize. I
No,
was
it's okay.
trying to handle a million different things on this.
That's okay.
Hector.
Yes.
We're gonna need. If you remember the gentleman from yesterday morning, Daniel Adelson, we reset him for this afternoon. He's actually. You know what? I'm sorry. Forget it. He's in North, Judge.
The North.
It'll be easier.
Oh. Deputy over at North Broward. Do you have a Daniel Adelson there? Maybe they did bring him.
I doubt it.
Adelson?
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
don't
on
think
the
so. I
docket.
didn't see him on the
He
docket.
should have made the docket. He was reset from yesterday. I'm gonna need him brought up, please.
All right. Say his last name again, please.
Adelson, Adelson.
Okay, I'll work on that right now.
Thanks so much.
And just to also, I forgot to tell you also, the bond amounts that you see there, all that's modifiable. It was set without prejudice.
Got it. All right. Very good. All right. Grover Willis.
He's here, main judge.
All righty. All right, Mr. Willis, you're being. Oh, he's not up yet.
He's right here.
How you doing, sir? All right, Mr. Willis, good afternoon. You're being held on 2 counts of violating your felony probation. Bond has been set at $1,000 per count, and you've got a court date set up January 31st, 8:30 a.m. to see the division judge, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Okay.
Jamal Brown?
Mr. Brown, come on up, please.
All right, Mr. Brown, you're charged with possession of cannabis, resisting an officer with violence, and you're being held on 2 misdemeanor warrants. One is for driving with a suspended license. Actually, both warrants are for driving with a suspended license. I'm going to find probable cause for the new offenses. Does he have any priors aside from the 2 capuses?
I'm showing. One moment. That's weird. And I don't know if it's one of these warrants. Okay. He actually has another warrant out of date for failing to appear in another DWS. The reason he's not being held on it is that one's Dade County pickup only.
Okay.
But that one has a $7,500 bond on it.
Okay.
We told pretrial that he's bonding out, he goes to school in Jacksonville, and he's only here for the weekend.
Okay. Mr. Romero?
Judge, Mr. Brown's been residing in South Florida his whole life, 33 years old. He's working. He makes approximately $9 an hour. He has no money in the bank, no property. He lives in Pembroke Pines. He's been living in the same apartment for over a year. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond as to count 2.
All right. So there's no monetary charge on count 1. It's a $1,500 bond on count 2, $250 bond on count 3, and $100 bond on count 4.
Judge, is there probable cause here for resisting with violence? Because I don't see it.
Are you asking, or?
Though I'm making an argument that there is no probable cause based on the report that I'm reading.
Yeah, actually, I'm fine with that, Jay. If the court is, I think it would appear to support PC for resisting without or obstructing without.
All right.
Judge, would you consider lowering the bond since it's a misdemeanor offense?
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
I'll make it a $100 bond on count 2, sir. All right?
Oh, nice.
Good luck to you.
Good luck.
100. Javon Barnes.
Your Honor, Ms. Wilson, that one, and Barnes was the information, I should, the Barnes was the one
Oh, that's okay. No, that's fine. All right, Mr. Barnes, you're charged with possession with intent to sell cannabis and possession of cannabis over 20 grams. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses, sir. Does he have any priors?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Romero?
Judge, from what I've been informed right now by pretrial, I believe his bond is being posted as we speak.
Okay. $2,000 bond. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Dijon Gordon?
Mr. Dijon Gordon, come on up, please. Come on up, sir, Mr. Gordon.
I'm just going down the list. All right, sir, you're charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense, sir. Does he have any priors?
Yes, Judge. Your Honor, Mr. Barnes. I'm sorry, Mr. Gordon. I apologize. He is out on bond right now for possession of firearm by convicted felon, carrying concealed firearm, and misdemeanor possession of marijuana.
Okay.
He also has 2012 domestic violence battery by strangulation, grand theft auto and battery, 2.5 years state prison, resisting without violence 2012, attempted burglary of a structure, resisting without violence in 09, VOP 2.5 years, Resisting Without Violence and Unlawful Use of False Name ID, 2011. Resisting Without Violence, Possession of Marijuana, 08, and Possession of Marijuana, 08.
All right, what's the case number he's on right now, please?
Case number is 16-14504, CF10A.
All right. Mr. Romero?
Judge, in speaking with Mr. Gordon, he's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He's 27 years old. He's employed part-time with waste management. He makes about $8.50 an hour. He lives in Hallandale with his cousin. He's been residing at that address for about 4 months now. Financially, he has no money in the bank, no property.
All right, sir. I'm going to revoke your bond in case 16-14504 CF10A. You're going to have to see your division judge for a bond on that. In the current case, it's going to be a $5,000 bond. Good luck, sir. Jorge Martinez.
Mr. Martinez,
That's
come on
no
up,
problem,
please.
Your Honor.
No
I also have Daniel Adelson ready whenever you are.
All right, I'm going to do that case next.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Martinez, you're charged with resisting an officer without violence, driving with a suspended license as an habitual offender, failing to stop at the scene of an accident involving injury, failing to give aid, failing to, what is this charge?
I'm sorry, count 3?
I'm sorry, it's failing to report an accident immediately. Gotta love the acronyms they use. And disobeying a traffic device. I'm gonna find probable cause for these offenses, sir. Now, what are his priors?
Your Honor, Mr. Martinez had a DWLS 2014, battery 2013, in 2013 a DUI with a DWLS and resisting without violence, and possession of marijuana in 2008. End of record.
All right, Mr. Reedy, anything to...
I didn't get a chance to speak with Mr. Martinez. I have him listed as the main jail on the docket, so I didn't ask him to be brought up.
All right, Mr. Martinez, what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a contractor.
Okay. How long you been doing that?
I've been doing that for 5 years now.
How much money do you make on average per month as a contractor?
2,400.
Do you have any money saved up in the bank or saved up at the house anywhere?
Yes.
Or about how much?
About $1,000.
Okay. And you have any friends, family that live in the area that might be able to assist you in getting access to that money to post a bond?
Definitely, yes.
All right. All right, so it's going to be a $100 bond on count 1 and a $1,500 bond on count 2. No monetary... Oh, I'm sorry. And a... Let's strike that. I'm sorry. I'm going to start again. $100 bond on count 1, a $1,000 bond on count 2, and a $1,000 bond on count 3. There's no monetary charge on counts 4, 5, and 6. So it's $2,100 total bond, sir.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You got it. Good luck. All right, let's have Mr. Adelson come up, please.
Adelson. Hold on, have a seat right here.
Ma'am, I don't think we need to do it. And, Your Honor, just to advise the court, and could we go sidebar? We don't have to approach. Can we go sidebar for a moment?
Sure. let's start again.
I just didn't. I'm sorry, Judge.
That's okay. Mr. Adelson, you were here yesterday. Judge Hurley was here covering for me. I'm going to tell you again that you're charged with grand theft between $300 and $5,000 and petty theft. And I'm going to find probable cause for those offenses. Ma'am, what's your name?
Barbara Schwartz, Your Honor.
How are you involved in this situation?
I'm a family court attorney. I reside in the state of New Jersey. I flew up with the mother, Ms. Adelson, right here. Obviously, she's also appointed guardian right here in the Broward County Courthouse for the surrogate's court and taking responsibility as her position as guardian. And I wanted to ensure, when she came up here, that there was sufficient information to be provided either to the public defender as to the condition of Mr. Adelson, and I was also involved with regards to yesterday's court appearance to look for a drug rehabilitation program, release on ROR with ankle. Mr. Adelson, I don't believe, has sufficient money to post a bond, but we sat down with Life Skills to find out whether or not we could do a pre-trial intervention so that there would be conditions that he needed to meet in order to allow him to, without having to pay bond, but he has to meet these court appearances. And I did get an admission letter from Life Skills. They stated that although they could admit him today, they preferred to do it on Monday because over the weekend they're short on staff and wanted his first introduction to be, appropriate for getting admitted into the program. And so that I was going to ask the prosecutor, was going to advise the prosecutor of that. If we need to get him admitted today, and if the court does grant him RRO without having the need to post bail, then you have the anklet, that he have to report to probation, and then I have to call Life Skills immediately because it has to be provision of transport with the understanding that the court was not willing to wait till Monday. And they were willing to work with probation in order to ensure that he comply with the probation's requirement. Obviously, if he's going to be admitted there, it may be difficult to do the transport. If we need to, I'm sure that can be arranged. And the Life Schools wanted to ensure that he can be compliant, so that if there is a pretrial and the court is willing to not have the bond posted because of the financial situation, that the schedule and the programs of Life Skills are complied with as part of that pretrial, so that he can get the drug treatment that he requires, and at the same time meet probation, at the same time meet the prosecutor's conditions as far as making sure that he is not a menace to society because he's going to be in this program, and if he does so violate it, that there would be consequences for that. But then he would be getting the help that he needs, which is priority.
All right, let me just, I got to clear one thing. I have to clear something procedural up because we need to make sure that, okay. So you're an attorney in New Jersey. You were here yesterday, and so I just want to know, do you want to proceed on his behalf? I think you said something about pro hoc vice, that Judge Hurley had said you could appear. I need to make sure, are you saying that you want to appear on this young man's behalf today, or you want the public defender to appear on his behalf? That's what I need to know.
Well, I'm here for the limited appearance of ensuring that the court, Judge Hurley, asked that I proceed with trying to develop this intermittent type of condition so that he could be, is my understanding, on ROR, but to ensure that he return and also get the help that he needs. And I agreed to do that, and I spent the last 24 hours, literally, Your Honor, running around and going to 5 programs. I can list them if you'd like. I was sent
No, you don't have to list any program.
Okay.
I have a very specific reason for asking this question, because Mr. Adelson, if I do what you're proposing, which is fine, I'm happy for him to go into a program. If I do what you're proposing, though, he will be held over in the jail until Monday. I'll release him what's called custody to custody to that program. But he is going to be held in jail until Monday because that's when you say you've got the bed. I need to make sure that he understands that, and if it is the public defender's office that's representing him, they need to be able to speak with him and make the opportunity. If he objects to that, I need to hear arguments about that. So I need to know just who is driving the bus here.
And Your Honor, if I may, and Mr. Offsall was present when we went over all this. This is my understanding, is that it was going to be, if Ms. Schwartz could come back with a facility that he could go to, it was going to be released to pretrial, supervision of pretrial, and one of the conditions obviously is he must comply and go to whatever facility it is. The GPS monitor, and I think I can safely say this, it was not Judge Hurley's intent to keep him on a GPS monitor.
Right.
The reason he put him on a GPS monitor was, the concern is that he may have a friend or someone try to bond him out overnight,
Right.
and kind of defeat the purposes, the intent.
Right.
And a higher bond and a GPS monitor really would serve as an anchor. Frankly, Judge, and I don't know if the court wants to inquire, I know his mother's here. It was not necessarily my intention even necessarily to have him spend the weekend in jail.
Right.
My understanding, I don't know if his mother was going to be staying, because he has an apartment. My understanding is he has an apartment down here. The concern was they just didn't necessarily want him living there alone.
Right.
I would be comfortable if the court would be comfortable and if his mother's able to. And he is explained to him that if he's to be released, he has to report to this facility on Monday. If he doesn't, that would be a violation of his pretrial release conditions and he could be taken back into custody. And I wouldn't have an objection. I'm sure the PD wouldn't have an objection to that.
No, that sounds pretty reasonable.
And because I understand, the other issues that have been brought up. I don't know if the court's comfortable with that.
I'm fine with that. I
yeah.
have no problem with that. I just want to make sure that, and the public defender has no problem with that, because it's unclear to the court right now just who is representing Daniel. But if there's no objection in the room to that plan, then I have no problem with that. I'm happy to release him on his recognizance to pretrial. Monday he'll have to report to this program. What I'm going to need you to do, Ms. Schwartz, is to give our pretrial officer all the information on the program. It'll go on the court order that he's got to report to that program. It's going to be a condition of his pretrial. And then if he doesn't go to the program on Monday morning, that could be a violation of the pretrial release conditions. And a warrant might be put out for your arrest.
Do you understand that, Daniel?
Yes, I do. I promise you I'll be there on Monday.
Can we call up?
I have a bicycle. I could pay for a cab, an Uber if necessary. I will be there Monday.
Okay, you agree
What
is
time?
sufficient.
What time?
Your Honor, is it possible for me to call up the life skills because they were setting up an ideal situation?
Sure.
If I can call them now and do custody to custody, meaning I can call them today to find out whether or not they'd be willing to take him, I can make that phone call right now.
Go ahead, no problem. No problem at all.
Do you want to draft the order, counsel?
All right. Robert, I'm sorry, Daniel, we will get back to you in just a couple of minutes, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think Mr. Shade is okay for me to call him. Okay. You want me to go back on, oh, talking. Yes, please. All right, well, in the meantime, then, we'll go back to the main jail, to Robert Berge.
Mr. Berge's here present. He advised me that I believe he spoke to his grandmother, may have already posted his bond, if we could verify.
He's post. Okay, that's in process.
Okay,
All right, sir.
beautiful.
I'm going to find probable cause for the possession of cannabis and the possession of controlled substance. It's a $1,000 bond, and it'll be released today once that bond is posted, all right? Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, we got 2 municipal ordinances. I'm going to call Mr. Shade. Good afternoon, Mr. Shade. How are you? I'm doing great. Got 2 for you today. First is going to be Renee Keys.
North Broward, I believe, Mr. Keith.
North Broward, all righty.
Laura Keys?
Yes. Renee Keys?
Oh, there you go.
All right. Hi, Miss Keys.
Yes. Hi.
You're being held on a misdemeanor warrant. That charge is trespassing, it looks like, on private property. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you because this is a violation of a municipal ordinance out of the city of Hollywood. So I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. His name is Stephen Shate, and he's on the phone with me right now so he can hear everything we're saying. All right, let me see. So this was a trespass on private property. It's a 14 case number, so it's got some age on it. This is an old warrant. All right, Ms. Keys, if you want to plead no contest to this charge today, I will withhold adjudication, and then you'll have a year to pay some court costs. Do you want to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down and tell me your full name, please.
Renee Rashawn Keys.
Ms. Keys, you've been charged with trespass. How do you plead to that offense?
No contact.
Do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me today?
No.
Alrighty, I find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'm going to withhold the adjudication. You'll have 1 year to pay some court costs. I think it's $78. And that's it. You're all done. Okay?
Okay.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Good luck to you. All right, Mr. Shea, one more for you. It's Stanley Hughes.
Mr. Stanley Hughes is here, President Judge of Maine. Come on up.
All right, Mr. Hughes, good afternoon. You're charged with you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant out of the city of Hallandale. It's a municipal ordinance violation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. His name is Stephen Shate. He's here with me on the phone. Charge is possession of open container of alcohol. And if you wish to plead no contest to this charge, sir, I will withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay some court costs. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
All right, put your hand down and tell me your full name, please.
Stanley Bernard Hughes.
All right, Mr. Hughes, you're charged with possession of an open container of alcohol. How do you plead to that offense?
Guilty.
I'll accept the plea of no contest, but do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes.
Are you under the influence today of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me?
No.
All right, I find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'm going to withhold adjudication, and you'll have a year to pay the $78 court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, good luck to be released today. Take care of yourself. All right, thank you, Mr. Shade. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye now. You want me to go back on Williams? Or still waiting on that? Can, okay. I'm gonna call Karis Williams back over in the Conti facility.
Hello?
Did they say?
I think he's at North.
Oh, he was at North? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. He was at North. I'm sorry. All right, Mr. Williams. All right, Mr. Reedy.
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke with our office, and we stand by the arguments that we previously made, that the court should not be holding Mr. Williams no bond, that a Arthur hearing is more properly conducted before the division judge with a full opportunity for Mr. Williams to review the discovery and make appropriate arguments regarding bond at that point, based on a probable cause affidavit, police report, and again, I have the victim's statement. It is our position that that is insufficient for the court to make a finding that the proof is evident and the presumption is great.
All right. Sir, I'm going to hold you on count 4 without a monetary bond. I'm going to hold you no bond based on the charge. You're going to have an opportunity to see your division judge for what's called an Arthur hearing to determine whether or not that judge wants to give you a monetary bond. Count 5, the charge is a felony battery with a prior conviction. I'm going to set a $5,000 bond on that case. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the alleged victim. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. You've got a court date coming up, sir, on January 31st, 9:45 a.m. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can I ask you a question?
You can,
Can I ask
but
you-
I would encourage you not to talk about the facts of the case.
Yes, don't talk about the facts of the case, Mr. Williams. This is not the time. And everything you say is being taken down.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
Don't say anything about the facts of the case. Don't even put yourself at the scene.
Oh, no, I'm not. I just wanted to ask, due to the police report, Your Honor, did you find probable cause for a kidnapping?
Yes, I did. I did find probable cause for the kidnapping.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Sure thing. Curtis.
He's the guy I actually.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Mr. Plummer?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. All right, I have to explain something to you. Here's what happened. You saw my colleague, Judge Hurley, this morning, right? You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Now, on some paperwork that Judge Hurley had, it was written that you were being held on a violation of probation and that you were to be released on your own recognizance.
Okay.
The jail It's not Judge Hurley's fault. He didn't have a copy of the order that your division judge, who is Judge Tobin Singer, signed. What her order says is that you're to be released on your recognizance on count 1, and then on count 2, you're to be released on January 30th at 6 a.m. Judge Hurley, not having access to that order, did not know that. What he saw in his paperwork was that Judge Tobin Singer ordered that you be released on your recognizance today, and so he ordered that. We have to follow Judge Tobin Singer's order.
Yeah, she gave me 5 days in jail. So.
Okay, so you're aware of it. I will tell you, sir, I did reach out to Judge Tobin Singer to see what she wanted to do, if she wanted to cut the sentence perhaps, or if she wanted the original order to stand. She was not able to get back to me, so I have to follow her order, which, as you know, I know you were taken into custody in her courtroom and she gave you 5 days, so that has to stand. I apologize to you that that you may have been misled this morning, and I didn't want you to not understand why you weren't being released today, but they have shown me and your public defender the order that was signed, and I must follow it under the law. All right, so
she gave me 5 days. Though.
Okay, you will be released though on January 30th at 6 a.m. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I wish you the best of luck, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right. Take care. All right. Thank you for that, Sheila. You want me to give him the clerk or to you? Okay. All right. Very good. All right. And now, Elder Lopez.
Mr. Lopez here, President May.
All right, Mr. Lopez, you're charged with a burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, unarmed, and a petty theft. I'm going to find probable cause for these offenses. Do you have any priors, Mr. Linder?
I'm not showing anything, Judge.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, I have, and speaking of Mr. Lopez, he's been residing in South Florida for 15 years. He's currently employed. He works with his father doing construction. He gets paid about $80 a day. I haven't had any further opportunity to inquire. I was just inquiring at this moment, Judge.
All right, Mr. Lopez, I'll set a $1,500 bond on count 1, no monetary charge on count 2, and you can't have any contact with the alleged victim. Stay at least 500 feet away. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Do you understand that?
Yes, boss man.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Good luck. Yes, boss man.
It's like Christmas.
That's a new one. I am nobody's boss. All right. Good luck, sir. All right. We ready on Adelson? We able to? Okay, great. Let's recall Daniel Adelson. Deputy, if you could bring Mr. Adelson back up.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Any luck?
Yes.
Okay. They're able to take him today?
Tonight. Yeah, meaning I have to go directly from here, directly to Lifetime. They're also saying that with regards to Monday, it may be a difficult situation Monday morning if he has to report for probation, that the earliest they could do it on Monday if he has to come here for probation, unless you work it out, it'd be 1:30. They can bring a staff member with him here to court.
No, if they can take him today.
And it's not court. No. What they mean is he has to report to pretrial. As long as you say he has to be there before 4 o'clock on Monday, sounds like it should be fine. He has to go to.
I don't want him to have to report to pretrial and then go up.
No,
to...
Your Honor. Here's. No. He does. No, they're going to do custody.
Right.
And it appears from what Ms. Schwartz is saying, this program is familiar because they're saying they know they're going to have one of their employees take him to pretrial to sign in and everything.
Okay.
And what they were saying is they might not be able to do before 1:30. That's fine. All the court has to order is that he has to report Monday prior to 4 o'clock.
It doesn't really matter to me what time he goes there. As long as they're open before 3 o'clock. All right.
Okay, whatever.
That's possible. All right. It's not, I'm going to order that he not be violated. As long as it's in the program, he's not going to be violated if he can't make it on Monday because it's a program issue. Obviously, I won't have a staff person to take him. That's not my concern. My concern is making sure that he gets to the program.
Well, it looks like they're going to do custody.
They'll take him custody. You have all the information?
I have a letter with the address
All right, good.
and so forth on it. How do you want this order to read, Judge?
So Mr. Adelson is to be transferred custody to the program today.
And Judge.
BSO is going to take him.
And
Won't be today? Well, I really don't want him sitting in jail.
Well, then here.
Well, I was asked to make the phone call whether or not, because at this late a date, it's difficult to get somebody, so I agree, I said I would take them, and I'd be willing to do that.
Then
you got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that. What you might want to do, Your Honor, is then see if maybe they can do an expedited release.
Yeah.
Then what I would add, Your Honor, and I don't want to speak for the court, but the order to state he's to be released to the supervision of pretrial release services. He will enter a program, whatever the name is, must comply with all their rules and conditions. And that's, I think, would pretty much suffice.
Your Honor, I have a schedule that he needs to be complied with. Can you make that part of this order?
Sure, we can make that part of the order,
I
absolutely.
only have one copy, Your Honor, but I did ask for the schedule.
That can be brought in on Monday.
Yeah,
right.
That's really.
With the officer and all that.
Okay.
Okay, so he's getting a custody-to-custody transfer.
It's not custody to custody now.
What is it now?
Ms. Schwartz is going to take him.
So it's gonna be like a regular release.
What time? Yeah, it's going to be a regular release, but I got to get him. I got to make sure he gets out of there. I'll handle that in a minute.
By Monday, if it can.
Yeah. Right, straight to pre. He's going to be released to pretrial. Listen, no, he's going to be. So, Daniel, you're not going to have to pay this monetary bond. Miss Schwartz is going to come. Schwartz, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. She's going to come and pick you up from the jail. I'm going to call the captain now and make sure that they expedite your release. And she's going to take you straight to the program.
Thank you.
If you try to run, if you won't get into her car, if you go to the program and then you leave, any of that violates your pretrial release conditions, and they're going to issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand?
I do, and that's not going to happen. Can I get some basic belongings from my apartment?
No. I'll go to the apartment, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Schwartz is going to pick up your stuff from your place, okay?
And he has to show on
All right, there's nothing there. There's no drugs. There's no alcohol. I've been testing clean. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to get some clothes and some food.
She's gonna get it for you. She's gonna get it for you. She's a really good friend, and she's gonna get it for you. All right. Good luck. She's gonna come and pick you up. I'm gonna go off the record for a minute so I can talk to the captain.
Thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
Ma'am,
Thank you, Bob.
All right.
You gonna listen?
Yeah. Somebody. Can someone give her the address from? It's in Pompano. Yeah, the North Broward Jail's in Pompano.
No idea what that is.
What you could do? You have a smartphone?
I'm going off the record for a minute. Back on the record. All right.
Am I released, Your Honor?
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Have a good weekend and good luck. You have Mr. Reedy's information in case there's an issue?
No, that's good.
Maybe you should get Mr. Reedy's information just in case. All right. All right, Donald Wilson.
He's here, President Maine, Judge.
All right. All right, Mr. Wilson, you're charged with possession of codeine, possession of cariprazole, possession of hydrocodone, possession of cannabis, and 4 felony warrants. I'm going to find probable cause. Bond on counts 1, 2, and 3 will be $1,000. Bond on count 4 will be $100. You will see Judge Martin Fine January 31st at 8:30 a.m., sir. All right? You're going to be held no bond on the warrants at this time. Good luck. All right, Wayne Northrup.
Conti, Your Honor.
Conti.
All right. All right. Oh, Mr. Northrup, how are you, sir?
All right, sir.
Okay. Well, looks like they added another charge to your case. It's another burglary of an occupied dwelling.
I'm sorry, Judge, this is a change of charge.
Change of charge? Okay, it's changed from burglary occupied to burglary unoccupied. Okay.
Yeah, and that, just to advise the court, what happens is, in our informations, we usually don't make a distinguishment. We usually don't distinguish between occupied and unoccupied.
Right. I probably found probable cause for unoccupied.
Oh, no, I suspect that it, well, I'm checking right now.
All right. In either case, what was the bond that I remember, Mr. Northrup?
Yeah.
What was the bond?
We set it 10,000. It was based on his history. He's got, you know.
And I know he's got a parole hold.
I don't think that he has to parole hold anymore, but he has a DOC hold. So
got a lot going on. All right, Mr. Northrup, I'm gonna have the bond remain in place at $10,000. You doing okay otherwise? Anything you want me to order life skills or anything like that?
Not at this time right now.
Okay. All right. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Take care of yourself. All right. Germanic.
North
Goodwin?
Broward. Germanic Goodwin.
All right, sir. You're charged with resisting an officer without violence and trespass. I'm going to find probable cause for those offenses. See how many priors?
I'm not showing any Broward priors. He's 18. I don't know if he has juveniles or not, frankly, but.
His name is Germanic Goodwin. All right, I'm going to release you on your recognizance, sir, on count 1, and there's no monetary charge on count 2, so you'll have to come back another day. They'll send you another court date, okay? But you're released today.
Make sure they have a good address for you, Germanic, because when they send that notice out, it's got to go someplace where you can get it, and if you miss court, there'll be consequences. You won't have a $100 bond then, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Good luck.
LaShawn Spriggs.
He's here, President Maine, Judge. He's asking if you would consider resolving his case to time served.
All right. So, Mr. Spriggs, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for a trespass. Dave?
I'm just checking one thing here.
All right.
Yeah, Your Honor, this involved, this wasn't like a business or something. It was, he was in a stolen vehicle. He was a passenger in a stolen vehicle. So I know that there is an individual victim that's listed.
What are his priors?
One moment, Judge. Okay. His priors include unlawful use of false name ID 2012, felony possession of marijuana with a VOP 2011, possession of marijuana 09, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, aggravated fleeing and eluding, grand theft auto, no valid DL 02. He was sentenced to 81 months state prison.
Judge, then, would you, if for some reason you cannot resolve the case, would you consider an ROR? He lived in Sunrise with his mother and grandmother. been living at the same residence for 1 year. He works with his uncle cutting grass. He's been residing here his whole life. He's 31 years old.
I'll cut the bond down to $100, so that's what I'll do. And you've got a court date coming up February 6th at 10. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck. Paul Vargas?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is a change of charge.
Yes.
Essentially, it was a change of charge from one type of. It was a lateral change of charge.
Right.
Ag assault with a deadly weapon to ag assault firearm.
Yep.
The bond was originally set at. $50,000, Your Honor. There was also an ag assault that was set at $100,000.
All right. All right, sir. I'm going to find probable cause for aggravated assault with a firearm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bond was set. I'm sorry. Bond was set at $100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
All right, the bond's going to stay the same, $100,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Don't call, text, write, email. Try to find them on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away, sir. All right, good luck.
Judge, there's no way I can afford that.
I understand. You're going to see your division judge soon. Good luck to you.
He's actually, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
If he's still there, he's scheduled for arraignment on the 31st, next Tuesday.
Okay, good. All right, what's your name, sir?
Vladimir LeBranch. He's on the second look docket. I believe he has a trespass with a $100 bond.
Good evening. Didn't I transfer? I transferred this case to Judge Lerner Wren.
I'm going to check.
Yeah.
Anthony Sermons, come out.
Vladimir LeBranch. He was just here the other day. Thought I transferred.
No. You ordered a screen. You ordered a screen, no return to the NSU library.
I didn't transfer it?
No. You ordered a screen. You said no return to the NSU library.
Okay.
But you didn't actually transfer it.
Oh. All right, I am going to transfer the case over to Judge Lerner Wren. All right, so you're going to see Judge Lerner Wren next week, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge. Last person we have
I'm
here.
good
Come on up. What's your name?
Joseph Anderson.
Joseph Anderson. He's also on the second look docket, Judge.
All righty.
He advised me he can't afford a bond out.
Miss Pryor's, Your Honor. Possession of marijuana, 2011. Possession of marijuana and possession of prescription meds without a prescription in 2010.
Yes.
Awesome.
Sir, what do you do for a living, Mr. Anderson?
I do home remodeling and I install marble and tile.
All right. How much money do you make a month on average?
By day, anywhere from $80 to $100.
All right. Do you have any money in savings, sir?
I don't.
His mother, Your Honor, really wants him to get some kind of help. His mother, Miss Debbie, does not want him to come back home.
Okay.
Just states that his mother, he has a major drug problem, and she's already started the process of incarceration. Parents is very afraid of their safety, but they want him to get help. That was on the 25th.
Were you living with your parents?
Previously I was, yes.
Where would you live now if you're released from jail?
Well, I would live with my boss, depending on where our job site is, or I'd live with a friend.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do then. I would be willing to put you out on pretrial release. You're going to have to wear an ankle monitor that is going to monitor whether or not you're drinking. You're also going to have to do some random drug testing. He said he's going to stay with his boss. If you violate those conditions, though, like if you drop dirty, or or the ankle monitor picks up that you had a drink, you're gonna be rearrested.
I understand, Your Honor. I won't drink, and I rarely do drugs.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put you out on pretrial release with a TAD monitor. The TAD monitor is that ankle bracelet that I was talking about. That monitors whether or not you've had a drink. And you're going to have to report to, well, what are they going to do? They're going to fix it now or over the weekend? All right. Tomorrow they're going to put that bracelet on your ankle at the jail. Then they'll release you. Monday morning you got to report to pretrial.
All right, Your Honor. What time will I be released and when? I'm sorry.
You're going to be released tomorrow. I can't say about what time because what happens is pretrial is going to come over and they'll put that bracelet that you wear on your ankle, right? It's an ankle?
Yeah, then we have to verify where he's going to stay. So.
Yeah, they're going to have to interview you. They're going to have to talk to you. They're going to want to know where you're staying, where your boss is, and they're going to put that bracelet on you and then they'll release you.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else there at Maine?
Nobody else. Have a good weekend.
All right, have a nice weekend. Mr.
Take care,
thank
Hector.
you. All righty.
North Broward has only one.
All right, who have you got, North Broward?
North Broward, I got Anthony Sermons.
All right, come on.
Second look on a trespass.
Okay.
How you doing, Mr. Davis?
I'm doing well, sir. Let's see. It's a
See you later.
trespass
Have a good
after
weekend.
warning. It's been in for 4 days.
Sir, can I talk to you before you sentence me?
Well,
Hang on just 1 second.
Your Honor, yeah, this, you can see right now, I just saw it popped up on your computer. Frankly, I think this might be another, one that would be might not be a bad idea let's see if Judge Lerner Wren can assist. Might not be a bad idea to see if Judge Lerner Wren can assist.
All right, sir, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer your case to another judge. Her name is Judge Lerner Wren. And
yes, sir.
You're going to see her in a few days.
I just want to get some help, sir. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go home. I just need a drug program, sir.
I hear
That's
that.
it, sir.
I hear you. That's one of the reasons I'm going to send you over to see Judge Lerner Wren, and she's got access to a lot of good programs, and if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, sir.
And if I may, Your Honor, and I'm just speaking out loud, he might want to tell Judge Lerner Wren that he wants a drug program also, because if she feels that she may not be able to assist him, then maybe she can assist in getting him in front of Judge Zeller in drug court.
Yeah.
Yeah, drug court. Thank you, sir.
Good idea. You'll see Judge Lerner Wren next week. I'll appoint the public defender's office.
Tell her what you're looking for, sir.
Are you going to tell her, Mr. Davis, what I'm looking for?
No, you
I can't tell her, but you and the public defender's office may want to. I can't give you any advice on that, but I'm gonna appoint the public defender's office. Somebody will come out and visit you, and you'll get on Judge Lerner Wren's docket for next week. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Do you think they'll help me get a drug program?
I certainly hope that they will if that's what you want. That's one of the reasons that I think this will be a good court for you to go to, and you can speak to your attorney and decide how you want to go forward with the case. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck. Good luck.
All right. Broward's out. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night,
Debbie. Have a good weekend. All right, Conti, who have you got?
We got Cunningham, Alexander Cunningham.
All righty.
This is a second look, Your Honor.
Second look. All right, so burglary, unoccupied structure, and a grand theft. All right, Mr. Cunningham, let me take a look at your case. ROR count 1. It's going to be a total $1,000 bond, sir, okay?
Yes.
So I'm releasing you on count 1. Total $1,000. Good luck.
All right.
Last person is Johnson.
Tyree Johnson?
Yes.
It's been filed.
All right, Mr. Johnson, your motion for release on your recognizance is denied. The state has filed charges in the case, and you're going to see your division judge very soon for an arraignment date, sir. Good luck.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Should we have...
Anybody at Paul Ryan?
Yes, Your Honor, we have two.
Sure.
Martin Lowe and Naresh Sentinel.
They've both been filed.
All right. Martin, why don't you come up first? All right, Mr. Lowe, your motion for release on recognizance is denied because the state has filed their charges. So you're going to see your division judge very soon for an arraignment date, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
57.
And Naresh Sinath?
57 plus 60.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sinath, good morning. Nice to see you again. Or good afternoon.
afternoon.
The motion for release is denied because the state has filed charges in your case. So you're going to see your division judge in a few days, okay? Or very
Okay, thank
shortly
you.
for an arraignment.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Naresh, this is Brian Reedy. Give me a call either later this afternoon or Monday, okay?
Pardon me?
This is Brian Reedy. Give me a call Monday during the day.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to court on Monday, right?
I don't know, but you're going to call me if you get a chance.
He has a motion
Okay,
for
all right, thank you.
bond reduction. In front
Yes,
of
you are
Judge
going to court on Monday.
McHugh.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. Good job.